Imagine studying day and night, checking your answers, and being fully confident in your board exams, only to find out you've barely passed or worse, failed. You ask for evaluation, and the system shows you blurred scans and mixed up answer sheets. This isn't just about numbers on a mark sheet, it's about the very future of countless students. In this video, we are diving deep into the recent CBSE blunder that has shattered the trust of students and parents across the country. This started in 2019 when the state of Telangana faced a tragedy. 3 lakh students were failed in their board exams. Bright students were marked absent, others received 0 marks. The emotional fallout was catastrophic, leading to the suicides of 23 students. At the center of this disaster was a technical partner named Global Arena Technologies. A government committee indicted the firm for glaring negligence. Yet today, that same company is evaluating the papers of the CBSE. How did a company responsible for a systematic failure end up with a national contract? It began with a rebrand. Despite the heavy indictment in Telangana, Global Arena was never officially legally blacklisted. This allowed the firm to transition into a new entity, Comet EduTech. Without a formal ban on record, the company was legally clean, allowing it to continue bidding for major state digital evaluation contracts. When the CBSE issued its request for proposal for digital evaluation, a subtle but critical change appeared in the rules. Historically, CBSE templates strictly disqualified any firm with a history of critical technical failure or past blacklisting. But in the new RFP, the wording was modified. The requirement was changed from previously blacklisted to currently blacklisted. It was a linguistic loophole. Because Comet's past wasn't an active ban, they were certainly eligible to compete against industry giants like TCS. The competition then shifted to cost. TCS quoted 65 rupees per answer sheet. However, Comets quoted just 25 rupees and 75 paise. CBSE chose the lower bid. Under the original guidelines, the CBSE mandated a CMMI Level 5 certification, the highest global benchmark for mature software engineering practices. However, the final tender dropped this requirement to CMMI Level 3. This critical downgrade significantly reduced the required standards for process management and risk mitigation, directly aligning with Comet's lower certification threshold. Furthermore, the initial parameters required the vendor to grant CBSE full access to the application source code and operate out of dedicated private Indian hosted data centers to guarantee absolute data sovereignty. In a series of subsequent amendments, the board waived source code ownership and eliminated the necessity for physical dedicated data centers, allowing the vendor to deploy a significantly cheaper third-party proprietary cloud framework. Despite urgent warnings from internal evaluation experts that the on-screen marking platform needed at least a full year of pilot testing, CBSE bypassed proper trial phases. The physical paper checking workflow was abruptly forced into digital-only framework overnight, leaving evaluators with minimum operational training. A hard-coded 20-minute timer automatically snatched digital answer books away from examiners, forcing premature submissions mid-grading. The scanning setup generated thousands of unreadable blurred PDFs. Pressured by rigid daily quotas, examiners resorted to placing electronic red ticks and assigning arbitrary marks on scripts they could not visually read. Long before grading concluded, a 19-year-old ethical hacker, Nisarga Adhikari, successfully breached the portal, demonstrating that live answer sheets and evaluator credence could be bypassed, highlighting critical vulnerabilities in the core architecture. When CBSE declared the Class 12 results on May 13, 2026, the nationwide pass percentage dropped sharply by 3.19% to an unprecedented low of 85.20%. The crisis escalated when students applied for scanned copies of their checked scripts. Thousands discovered profound data anomalies, uploaded PDFs bearing completely different handwriting, unfamiliar essay structures, and attempted questions they had never written. Over 20 verified cases of swapped answer sheets were immediately documented. When the official reevaluation portal opened on May 19 to address the fallout, the sudden influx of over 4 lakh desperate applicants caused the entire digital infrastructure to collapse, resulting in broken payment flows and frozen systems. The breakout came when a 17-year-old student and blogger, Sarthak Siddhant, compiled a rigorous data analysis documenting 15 structural discrepancies within the modified procurement process. Siddhant presented his findings directly before a parliamentary standing committee, triggering legislative oversight. Faced with escalating public protests, mass mailing campaigns, and demands for a judicial probe, Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan accepted ministerial responsibility for the discrepancies. An expert IT task force from top technical institution was deployed to review the deployment. In a complete structural pivot, CBSE has officially dropped CompEduTech software platform for the ongoing evaluation workflow. The entire digitalized student database has been migrated back to highly secure board-controlled infrastructure under active observation by cybersecurity experts. To manage the unprecedented surge of 4 lakh formal applications for scanned copies, the board is manually verifying and emailing correct scripts to affected candidates, alongside reducing re-evaluation fees. Meanwhile, student unions and academic associations are intensifying campaigns for an administrative blanket grace marks allocation to compensate for technical disruption.